Hey, good morning guys. Guess what we're up to? We're gonna go ahead and take the truck off the driveway, and then we're gonna go for breakfast. Yeah, that's what the wife says. We're gonna go out for breakfast. So anyways, let's go move the truck and then we can get the car out and go for breakfast. So come and join us. Here we go, guys. It is time for breakfast, eh? What do you say, boy? No school today?
Nope.
Oy, oy, oy.
Jessica still has school.
Jessica still has school, eh? But the rest of us get the day off today. So, that was a good coffee. And apparently Todd is going to show up, so I don't know if we're going to be able to get him on video, but we'll give it a try, right? Alright guys, we have just gotten our breakfast, so let's take a look on what we got. Yeah, look at that. That's looking pretty good, eh son? What do you say? He's digging in. The wife has got some crackles, right? Yeah. Todd doesn't really want to be on video, so, right? Yeah. I'm going to put him anyways. He said that to it. See how he says he loves trucking. Yeah. So let's get to breakfast here, and then we'll get our day started. All right, we're done with breakfast. How was it? Was it good? Very good there, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So now it's time to do the rest of the business that we got to take care of. We got to go do a little shopping yet, get some water and get some charcoal. Possible barbecue tonight coming up, guys. You never know what we're up to, right? Well, maybe yes. When we're home, we're almost always barbecuing, right? But anyhow, let's go take care of business and yeah, get our day completed, right? Time to go do some shopping, guys. We are here at Canadian Tire. Get some water. We have to also get some charcoal so we can barbecue tonight. Yeah, that's right. So let's go do some shopping and see what kind of goodies we find. Here we go, guys. This is the kind of charcoal that we usually get. I'm gonna get my finger out of the way. Somebody also asked me the other day, what do I use to start my charcoal with? This is what I use. Yes indeed, these are little square things like you see right there, and I throw that, I put the lighter to it and put that in my charcoal, and we got a fire, no problem. I think we still have some of these, hey? Yeah, we can take an extra one. All right, let's throw one in the box and get a bag of charcoal, and all right, there we go. That's my cart hauler today. So let's go look at some garbage bins. The wife says our garbage bin is almost done with, so let's see if we can find us one for a good price. Maybe a huge one, a big one. That's what the women always say. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. This one? This is 133. 133 liters. Yeah. Alright, well, we'll see what we decide on. That's it, guys. We have decided on one. Yeah. So, we got some more shopping to do, eh? Yeah. We're gonna go to Superstore or something like that. Get some more groceries over there, and then we'll be ready for the evening for some barbecuing. Yeah, I think so anyways. Yep. Looks like a cloudy day today, but doors are locked. I gotta unlock them yet. Gotta grab my key, right? There we go. Should be unlocked now, so throw this in, and yeah, we'll throw this one in over here. It's got wheels. I got all our charcoal. I got me some windshield washer fluid as well, and then we'll be good. After doing all kinds of shopping and stuff like that, we're back here at home, and let me show you. I went to the Volvo dealer here in town, and he got me all kinds of goodies here. I got me a what's called an in-cab filter. That's a much needed. I think that's one of the reasons why my cab keeps filling up with dirt so quickly, or like it's filling up real quickly. These are windshield wipers, 22-inch, the ones that I like. Got two of them. And I've also noticed my license plate light is broken, and the light is sometimes working and sometimes it isn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that. I got all my tools out here. Got some of this called heat shrinkable tube or whatever. Got some electrical grease, so I put that on inside here where the cables go inside the light. I usually take the light out, and then I put lots of that static grease in there, and that way it doesn't corrode very easily. Got my tool here to cut the wire and all that, screwdriver to pry out the light. Got my toolbox over here. So let's get busy. Let's open the hood and get everything worked on. Let me show you here on the license plate light what I'm talking about. Yeah, you see my light keeps falling out. Yeah, and it's broken on this side there. I don't think you're going to be able to see it, but yeah, I got a little bit of snow and ice on here. But we're going to take those bolts out and unscrew this light and take the new one and put the new one back in there. I'm hoping you guys like this new mic that I got here. I tested it last night and it works really well. Let me actually just do a little bit of a test here, and let me know down in the comments below what this is going to sound like. I'm going to take the mic plug out and let's see what it sounds like without the actual mic. Might be a little bit of crackling there as I touch the camera and whatever, but here it is without the mic, guys. Let me know what you think. I think that's a massive difference, and I didn't do any touch-ups to these audios because with the mic it's really well. Let me plug it back in. Works good. So there you go. There you have it, guys. Let's get busy working on the truck and all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and try and do the easier job first, which is this. Not necessarily easier than the other, but it is maybe cleaner, at least up here. Back there you saw how much snow and ice we had up there, right? So all kinds of dirt and stuff. So actually, you know what, I'm gonna go around in the back there to get to it here. Actually, I could do this side first. I could just throw this on there, and then I can probably get up and do this side wiper first. So let me get to it, and maybe I can set the camera up here somehow and maybe show you guys. We'll see. Well, let's give this a try. Hopefully you guys can see this. All you usually do is grab this wiper blade and pull it out, and there's a little lever in the actual wiper here. Let me see if I can show you guys that little lever right here. That's what I'm talking about. You usually push that down and then you just pull back. It needs a little bit of force, so let me get both of my hands free here. Alright, let me set you guys over here, and hopefully you guys can see this. It usually takes a little bit of force. There we go. See? And then there's this little piece right there that holds the wiper in place, so it's pretty easy to do. So, and usually these new ones, they come with that connector where you sit the new wiper onto. Let me just throw it over here. There we go. Got the brand new one out. You guys see? It's got this new thing right in here, right? So all you got to do is just put it in here, slide it in, and it should click. Let's see if we can hear it. No. There you go. Now it's nice and tight in there. Simple as that. Now we got a brand new wiper on there. I usually like to keep these pieces because sometimes these other ones, they break or they're no good, so then I like to keep those. I put them in the door on the side there just in case, you know. You never know, sometimes you need them. I've had issues with these things before, so I like to keep them. So let's move on to that side, and we also have the filter on that side, and get that all changed, guys. Just finished changing this side as well. I figured I didn't need to show you guys everything because I already shown you that side, right? But on a Volvo we have the cab filter right in here, so basically all you got to do is push in over here, and that or maybe do this side first. This side seems to be coming out easier, and it just kind of slides out and unhooks. It's got a little hook in there, so you just unhook that. I usually just put it there, and there's like a rubber ring in there. You usually want to keep that as well. And then that's where you have the filter on a Volvo. I bet you mine is pretty dirty. All you got to do is lift that up a little bit like that, and you can grab it. I know sometimes it's a little hard. Let me see if I can put my camera right here and show you guys. Usually I have to hold that other piece there. Oh yeah, this one is really dirty. It's a little tight to get it in and out. But you guys saw the dust flying everywhere. Oh man, this thing is dirty, man. I was kind of thinking that's what it was. That's what the new one looks like, so we're going to go ahead and throw the new one out there. I'm just going to throw that one over there. So we'll go ahead and grab this one out of the bag and get it in here, and we should have a much cleaner airflow inside the cab, right? One more thing, guys. I almost forgot to mention this. This filter has got these little lips right here. You see that? That opens up like that. And you want to make sure you look at these arrows. The wind is always going into the cab, right? It's flowing in. So you want to make sure these ones are like where it opens is outward, right? Because that's how it goes in there, right? Not this way, because then it says the airflow would come out, right? No, that's not how you want to put it, and you want to put it in this way. So when the wind goes in, then it's going to open up these things and close the hole inside properly, right? So let's go ahead and slide it in, and I know it's a little tricky, so I got to use both of my hands, and let's slide her in, and we'll move on to our license plate light. Now you can probably see what I'm talking about. See that? That always opens up. If the wind goes that way, like the wind goes that way, it will open up, right? So push that close, put that lid bag on there, and we're good to go. There we go, guys. Now we got it all put back together, and now it's time to go move on to the license plate light and get that all installed. Oh yeah, this is where it comes in handy to have a nice little tool set like this. Yes, I really like this. I always carry this in the truck, so that way if I ever need some repairs done on the road, I can do it, right? No problem. So let's tackle this license plate light and see if we can take it out. Alright, we tackled the task of taking this old license plate light out, and I have found the issue on why it was not working correctly anymore. I'm really hoping you're going to be able to see it. You see that right there? It's all green right here where my finger is moving, and it's all corroded over there. The wire is completely broken off of there. So that was one of the issue why it's not working. I mean, the light was still working, but every once in a while, but this holder right here, you can probably see it better now. Let me show you on the other side. Oh, both of them are broken off already. So it's not holding a license plate light in there anyway, so I had to replace the license plate holder or case or whatever anyway. So yeah, we got it all taken off of here now. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and throw the new one on there, and we should be good to go, right? Keep our fingers crossed anyways. Alright, I'm sitting down a little bit here. I popped out my license plate light. This is what I was talking about earlier. I take it out of there, and then I take this electric grease and I put it all the way around where these wires are. So that way, if snow and dirt and ice and whatever hits it, I'm not gonna have any. Let me see if I can do this, show this a little bit. Kind of take it, and looks like we got an opening here in the back somewhere. That's not good. And then I try to squeeze it out there. So there we go. We got quite a bit of that on there already. Just kind of, I don't know how good the camera is actually going to show that, but got it all around there, and then we'll put it back in the housing and get our wires all hooked up, and we'll test this out and see if it works. So I'm gonna have to get me a new one here, because this one is broken there in the back. Got grease all over my fingers here now, but whatever. Let's get it put in and see what happens. I also wanted to show you guys, it's got this rubber thing here on the back. You want to always make sure you line that up nicely when you put this in to the frame there, so that way that will help you it will help protect you from all this dirt hitting you from the back, right? All this slush and ice and snow will always try to get in there, right? So if you line it up there, it's gonna kind of protect you a little bit. And then you might have noticed, I'm trying to keep these bolts in here, that I've got these things right here, right? And they will go over the wire later, and then you take a lighter and heat them up, and that's called a shrink tube, and it'll shrink, suck right onto the wire, and that'll be nice and tight and sealed off so no water can get into it. So let's get to putting this on, guys. I think we got it. Yeah, let's take a look, guys. We got our new license plate light on it. Let's have a look if it works. Voila, we got a light that's working again. Yeah, let's take a look and see how good this actually worked. Look at that. We got the shrink wrap tubing around it. That's what I was telling you guys about. Now we gotta put it back into this line right here, and got a zip tie out here somewhere. Must have fell in between there. I had it here earlier. I'm gonna have to look for it now. Let me see. I had it here somewhere. Oh well, let me go find the zip ties and we'll clean her all up, and we'll be done. We got our license plate back in business again. Alright guys, we have finished all our work on the truck, and look who's come home now. Somebody came home from school. Somebody came home from school. Huh? Yeah? Somebody really happy? Yeah? What are you going to say to that? You miss me? You miss me? Yeah? Oh, ha ha ha. Yeah, you had fun in school? Yeah, that's what I figured. Anyways, welcome Jessica home, right? So, it is time to get our barbecue fired up and all that stuff. My son already got the fire started. And this is kind of what I was telling you guys earlier about. This is what it looks like. A little piece like that. So let's get the charcoal in here. Somebody was asking me the other day, asking me, well, how do you get your charcoal started? Like he said, he's always having a hard time with it, right? So let me throw in a good amount of charcoal here. I think that should about do it. And then I take this little piece here. Let me see if I can maybe move this up a little bit. Obviously, no, that's not going to want to work. But anyways, take a little piece like this. I usually break it in half, just like that. Fired it up. This thing has kerosene or something like that in it. Get it a little bit fired up. Throw it in there. No problem. Put a little bit of charcoal over it, and this will burn for a good while. Take my other piece, put it on the fire a little bit as well, and usually I throw this on the opposite side on the corner, and we're good to go. So there we go. Let the charcoal start. Let me show you guys a little bit. See, I got one piece right there and another piece right there, and we're good to go. Yes, indeed we are. It is time to show you some more stuff, guys. Yes, indeed. Somebody else asked me the other day, how do you keep your charcoals from getting too hot or whatever and burning your meat or creating a fire underneath there and all that stuff, right? One of the things that I do is, first of all, keep an eye on that temperature gauge right there. That's a good way to do it. I always like to keep it no higher than 300 degrees. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. I know sometimes I show this too close and then it's blurry, so I always have to keep an eye on it. Number two is, we got this exhaust, right? If it gets too hot, I close it up. If it's not hot enough, I open it up. Same thing here on the side. Right here I got my broom hanging here, but the same thing here on the side. I got this thing right here where if it gets too hot, I can, you know, close it up. If it's not hot enough, I can open it up, and that's how I get air. I have another one on the other side as well, so it has two on either side, one, right? So that way it can breathe, the air can suck in from the bottom and escape right there on the top, right? And that is basically how I keep my charcoal under control. You have to be able to keep it under control, right? Otherwise it'll get too hot and then you burn your meat and it gets a fire if it gets too hot and all that, right? But anyways, just figured I'd show you a little bit on behind the scene on how I cook my barbecue. It looks like we're getting there. We're getting there, right? Looks like we're getting closer and closer to that time where we can start putting the meat on the grill. It is time for me to put the meat on, guys. It really is. And there is nothing special about me barbecuing in all reality. All I do is do it like that. Yep, I throw this on like that. I think I'm just going to turn this one around because I want the bigger pieces in the middle, right? And I usually just put it right there. And then nothing fancy about my salt either. I use this regular seasoning salt. So let's get this opened up here. Oh, not that side. And basically all I do is put some seasoning on it. Yeah, as you guys can see that. Got some seasoning on there. And get that going real good and let it cook for a little while and turn it around and put some more seasoning on the other side and we should be good to go. Usually that's how I do it. I just kind of do it by eye. I don't really have specific methods on how much I put on or anything like that. So close it up and I think we should be good to go. I would say it is time to go ahead and check on the meat. What do you guys say? I think it is. Let's open up this bad boy. Let's have a look. I don't know how good this is actually going to be visible, but let's take a look. I think that's starting to look really nice. What do you guys think? I think it is. So let's wait till it's done and let's have us a good supper. It is time for supper, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look what we got. We got our ribs nicely done. At least I think we do. We got a nice salad. We got my dad over here. Yeah, he says his eye is much better, although he does need to go in for surgery later on yet. So I just figured I'd give you guys a little bit of an update, but everything looks okay. He says he can see normal, no problem, so everything is good. Anyways, let's get to supper before it gets too cold. I hope you guys are hungry yet.